All right, y'all, here we go. All right, back with another round by round. Had plenty of free time today, so I said, let me go ahead and drop one of these. Had plenty of free time today. Let me get that sound right. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I just want to come on here and do a round by round for Viviane Araujo and Montana De La Rosa. Just leading up to her flyweight fight with Araujo and Grasso. So give me 1 second, we can get started. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so let me just jump on here. I didn't have anything else planned, so let me go ahead and get on here and do one of these round by rounds since I got some free time, because I want to do this because I had asked the question yesterday. I just put up a community post, another poll, and I wanted to know who had the more effective jab, Alexa Grasso or Viviane Araujo, right? So most people picked Alexa Grasso. I'm not really shocked. I'm definitely not shocked. A lot of people picked Alexa Grasso, but I definitely don't want people to think that Araujo doesn't have a jab. Just going by this poll right here, as of right now, 79% think Alexa Grasso has the more effective jab, and only 21% think Araujo's jab is effective. So I just want to pull up a fight here. Just want to pull up this fight with Araujo and Montana De La Rosa, just to showcase a fight where her jab is very effective. Because I think that Araujo's jab at 125 has been very, very, very critical to her wins. I was just looking at one of Grasso's fights, Macy Barber, her fight at 125, and that was a fight where she didn't really utilize the jab as much as I thought she would, especially against a puncher. So just comparing those fights, I was like, we got a, solid striker here, very, very high level boxer in Grasso, who wasn't really jabbing, who really wasn't jabbing against Barber, in those first two rounds. And I look at somebody like like Araujo, and I'm like, this girl right here, she does utilize her jab. She definitely has one of the best jabs at flyweight, So I said, let me go ahead and pull up this fight, Araujo, Montana De La Rosa, good example of her using the jab against, a solid grappler, a strong wrestler, a bigger fighter, much taller fighter here, that, she was able to keep a fighter like Montana De La Rosa at bay with this solid jab. So let me pull this fight up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get through this round by round. I just want to do a little analysis. I started recorded. I just started recorded on my own so I could do a breakdown of it, stopping it, but I didn't feel like doing all that editing. So I said, let me just go ahead and do a straight up live, raw. We're just gonna do it raw because I just wanna, go through and talk to y'all. Whatever I miss or whatever I pick up, I just just kind of go from there. So let me get this fight loaded up and we can get it going here. This fight is from, let's see, September 2020. It's from September 2020. This is over almost we're going on 2 years. It's like a year and a half old. All right, here we go. Cut this sound down. All right, so looking at this tail of the tape here, you got Viviane Araujo, 33 years old here. Montana's 25. Of course, she's 35 now. And that's something I want to talk about, Viviane Araujo. She's already 35 years old. I thought she was younger, but she's only, she's already 35. So we got to talk about how much time she has left too, and how much, how much more pressure she has to put on that gas pedal, right? For Araujo. Um, Montana, she's gonna be what, 27 now? And Araujo, like I said, 3 inches shorter, 5'4". And Montana, big flyweight, big flyweight. Let's see, got the same reach though. So, reach, it's all in how you use your jab though. Let's see, BJ, what's going on? He said Montana's most confident performance in her stand up. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of go through that too and see how Arujo was able to how she was able to get around that, how she was able to get around that confidence and still get a victory. So I'm gonna start her up. Let me see. Sorry. Let me get this. Let me scrub through this bad boy. And yeah, BJ, if you watching or you just listening, that's fine too, because I know you putting in the work. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I am because I'm doing it off the ESPN Plus app. Okay, you're doing both. Okay, well, let's get to the 1 minute 31 second mark, and then I'll go ahead and do a countdown. Like I said, man, I just got done doing some stuff. I said, you know what, let me jump on here because this fight's coming up, and I was just thinking about who got the better jab. Who got the better jab, Arujo or Grasso? Everybody think Grasso do. So I said, let me go ahead and pull up a good example of Arujo's jab. All right, so if you're at the 131 mark, BJ, let me know, and I'll do the countdown, and we can get started. Just let me know, and we can rock. And I think I might bounce right back with another live because I got time today. I got a lot of time today, so I'm gonna do one with Grasso and Barber. Yeah, okay, you ready? All right, I'm gonna do the Grasso Barber next. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and play. So Arujo she look hype, ready to go. And here we go. They touching gloves, round 1. Arujo, and this thing kind of freezing up. Here we go. All right. Arujo bouncing in and out. And let me stop. Let me go right back there. Let me go right back to 454. I want to see who lands their jab first there. Okay. All right. So Arujo already kind of stuck a jab out there. Arujo kind of wading her way in with some punches. Arujo wants to kind of step in. Okay, but head's still on the line here because Montana is coming through with them right hands, trying to punch her way in, kind of grazing the chin a little bit here. And Arujo stepping in and out, trying to walk Montana down. Okay, so what? Oh, that was a good jab by Arujo. She stepped in with the head off the line, stepped right back out. She went to the body with a good right hand. And Montana trying to pump some jabs out here. So she's showing us some confidence here because she know that Arujo's coming forward. So this is her best bet to go ahead and let them hands go. Montana sticks a jab out there. Sticks another one out. She's trying to fight off the back foot here. She's missing with them overhand rights, though, because Arujo's just dipping right out. Okay, good little left hand by Montana. Arujo still putting that pressure on. Good low kick by Arujo there. So Arujo, she's kind of jabbing short here, but she's using it as like a range finder. Okay, that was a good jab by Arujo as Montana steps in. Ooh, good overhand right by Arujo. Good low kick by Arujo. So when you kind of mix the attack up here, that's gonna really, really throw your opponent off and get you some good solid shots landing. So Arujo already, she's using an effective jab off her back foot. Good overhand right by Arujo. A lot of feints from her here. Another good low kick. And off that low kick is a trip there. Montana. Real bounce back up. She's getting it back of Montana. Montana going straight to the cage here. Real getting that work in, landing some good right hands. Good hard right hands. Montana nose already bleeding. They separate. So we got Arujo landing some good shots on the inside. Now she's back to the center. Okay, so Arujo, she's already landed some good effective shots square on the nose here. She's using that jab as a range finder, and there it goes. Opens up another good leg kick for Arujo. So even if the jab's not landing, she's doing a good job of, keep it in her face, keep it in the face of Montana, then going downstairs with a low kick. So that's effective striking right there. Sticking that good stiff jab out. There's a lot of movement here. Good right hand to the body, left hand from Montana. Right hand to the body from Arujo. Overhand right from Arujo. Montana, she's trying to strike off the back foot here. She's willing to stand, but she's catching some big straights and some overhand rights. Ooh, that was a tricky leg kick from Arujo. I'm gonna go back real quick here. Let me go right back to one. I'm gonna go back to 140 here because there's just some crazy things that Arujo does in here that I think could throw off it could kind of throw off the game of Grasso. Just a lot of these awkward movements here. It could now. I'm not sure, but it's different opponents. So going back to 140, Arujo throwing it like faint like a Superman punch, then lands a low kick. So Arujo, she's really opening up a leg kick off the jab. Like I said, even if the jab's not landing, it's used as like a blinder to make Montana think that's what's coming. Yeah, so Montana fighting off the back foot is not her best suit. So I think she would be better meeting her in the middle instead of going straight to the fence. Because every time she tries to swing forward, Arujo just back straight up. So they need to kind of keep it in the center. Less than a minute left. Arujo still double jabbing. She switched to southpaw. That didn't work out because Montana got the body lock now. Now she's got Arujo along the fence. Montana had to separate there. I think she knows Viviane Araujo was pretty strong, though. All right, back to the center here. 35 seconds left. Araujo still fainting, putting that effective pressure on. Putting effective pressure on the bigger fighter. So the significant strikes are pretty close here, 21-17, with Araujo in the lead. But see, that was kind of stupid right there. Araujo throwing out a right uppercut for no reason. That was way off. Stiff jab by Montana. Good low kick from Araujo, but overhand right from Montana. Left hand from Montana there. All right, with 4 seconds left for Araujo trying to go in for a takedown. She's locked the body up. End of that round. I'm gonna pause right here for a second. So far, I'm seeing Araujo, throwing an effective jab. She definitely throwing an effective jab here. And even when it's not landing, her jab is opening up other punches and kicks. And that makes a lot of sense. That's why I say, like, even if the jab is not gonna be spot on, like if you're not gonna use it as like a power shot, it can still be very effective because it's gonna open up those low kicks. Keep it in Montana's face like she's doing. It's gonna open up them. Excuse me. It's gonna open up those low kicks because when she sees that left hand in her face, she doesn't see those coming. So a lot of effective shots landed already. You can see Montana's nose bleeding. I will say that Montana is doing a better job than I thought, on the back foot, touching Araujo, because Araujo sometimes will stay in the pocket too long and a little reckless, just a little reckless. So let's see. You're getting some effective work there from Montana, but still I gave that round to Viviane Araujo, just effective pressure, walking Montana back, walking the bigger fighter back and just putting it on her, putting them combinations on her. Let's see, BJ, before we get back to it, what's going on, MJ? BJ said that's her problem. She was too stationary. She allowed Araujo to lead. Yep. He said she could pull that off against Montana, but not Grasso. I'm taking Araujo in the fight against Grasso. Okay. BJ said Montana only wins round 2. All right, we're gonna watch round 2 because I think you already know I said that Montana didn't win any rounds. I think Araujo won all the rounds. Yeah, Viviane Araujo won all the rounds. But let me see where you think she won this round 2. Okay, so let's scrub through these doggone ads. And yeah, like I said, make sure y'all hit that like. So let me see. I'm at 7:52. I'm at the 7 minutes 52-second mark. And we going right back in here. Let me know when you're ready. 7:52. Okay, here we go. 7:52 mark. 3, 2, 1, and they touch gloves. Round 2 to go. Araujo putting that pressure on here. Feints. A low kick attempt from Montana. Good stiff jab from Araujo already. She sees Montana trying to do that little feint and boom, catches with the jab. Good body kick from Araujo there. Another good low kick from Araujo. Okay. Walking her down, putting that pressure on. Right hand to like the shoulder from Araujo. Montana breathing through her nose, breathing through her mouth here, sorry. And she eats another jab. Okay, Montana back to the fence. Getting too close to the fence. She's letting Araujo lead here. Araujo throwing out these little feints with her hands. Overhand right from Araujo, and she steps out. Wow. Good hard shot from Araujo. Araujo's footwork very tricky, side to side. Head moving side to side. Hard low kick right there from Araujo. I'm gonna go back to that because this is where Montana fails at landing good strikes. She kind of telegraphed that overhand right. I'm gonna go back to 412, and I'm gonna just kind of slow it down here. From 412, you can see Montana trying to play that feint game with her, and she's not very good at that. She's just not good at that. Araujo's definitely the better fighter. She's making her do what she wants. So Montana's trying to feint with her, eats a big overhand right there at 405. Boom, right on the jaw. She tries to come back with her own right, which is, good. She did try to come back, but she missed. But, that's Araujo's game. She's in and out. And she's stepping side to side here. Side to side. And here it comes at 356. This hard low kick. See, she's really switching up her striking variety. She's going up top and down low. So at 356, Araujo's going to land this big calf kick. And that stops Montana right there in the tracks at 356. Then Araujo is out of the way of that overhand right coming from Montana De La Rosa. See, that's crazy. So that was a good stunner right there. She didn't expect that calf kick. Cracks her, kind of stuns Montana, and she can't fully commit to that overhand right. All right, so going back in. So now you got another good solid double jab from Araujo. Just blinders, like I said. She just throws them out sometimes. Good straight shots to open up those low kicks. All right, Montana here. She's trying to hold her own here. So far, I got Araujo winning this round, BJ. Montana throwing jabs out is just too slow because Araujo just, making her miss. Another good right hand from Araujo. Pushes Montana back, goes back to the center. All right. Araujo in the southpaw stance here. She's trying to feint. Okay. That southpaw stance tricky, though. She ate a right hand from Montana. She need to get out of it. Now she's going right back to orthodox. Still flicking them jabs out. Good stiff jab. Well, see it right there. I'm gonna go back to 305. Right back at 305. We go right back to 305. Araujo is flicking jabs. That's good. Like she's flicking it out in her face. Just flicking it out, just to kind of blind her. All right, flick, flick, and then boom, the solid jab comes next. All right, Montana lands a right hand on the inside there. Araujo still putting that pressure on. Ooh, good stiff jab from Araujo. Good little left hook, half jab from Araujo. Like a hook off the jab. Okay. Low kick from Montana. Ooh, another stiff jab from Araujo. Low kick from Araujo. Montana really trying to strike. Ooh, good overhand right from Montana, but she backs off. She doesn't throw anything after it. Now she's going off the back foot. I don't know why. She landed a good overhand right, and now she just went on the back foot. So let me go right back to right there, BJ. I'm going to go back to 235. Go back to 235. Go back to the 235 mark. And Montana here throwing out a front kick. Those are overhand right. Dang, lands a good overhand right on Araujo and just backs off. She didn't even follow up with the left. Now she tries to throw a head kick. Now she goes on a bite. See, right there, that just gives Araujo more confidence. They exchange jabs there. Good right hand from Araujo. And let's see. Montana looking, she's getting painted here. She's red. Good stiff jab from Araujo. Ooh, overhand right from Araujo. I don't know. We got 2 minutes left, BJ. She's going to take over in 2 minutes. I already gave Araujo the first 3 minutes. Good hard low kick from Araujo. I can't give this round to her yet. Or at all. Good front kick to the body from Montana there. Hard front kick. Good low kick from Montana. It's at the minute 34 mark. All right, going with a head kick. Montana starting to let her kicks go here more. She need to go for kicks and then go and clinch and land knees instead of going to back foot. When she going to back foot, she giving Araujo too much respect and space. Montana, she is throwing these kicks out. Araujo kind of slowing down here. With 1 minute left. 1 minute left here. Good stiff jab from Araujo. She just kind of taking a break here. But still keeping the pressure on Montana. And the pressure making Montana throw more, but at the same time, it's two good hard jabs from Araujo. It's still making her respect Araujo. Even when she's not throwing. Ooh, 40 seconds left here. Montana trying to run out through these hands. Throwing some low kicks here and there. Every now and then she'll land a good low kick. Okay, Araujo still moving. Ooh, good stiff right hand from Araujo. Ooh, hard left hook from Araujo. Just snaps Montana's head back. Yes, definitely not this round. All right, 15 seconds left. Araujo still applying that pressure, still picking her shots. Head, body. Montana landing some low kicks. A few shots here and there, but nothing to stop Araujo from coming forward. That's the end of the round. Good right hand to the body from Araujo. All right, so I'm going to pause right there for a second. Yeah. He said Montana takes over. He said it might have been 3. Okay, maybe it was round 3. Maybe it was round 3. Or he said wishful thinking. All right, we pausing right here for a second. So from what we've seen in that round, Araujo's jab is still getting her what she needs, against the bigger, taller fighter here. It's definitely opening up the overhand rights and the calf kicks. Like I said, without that jab, man, a lot of the stuff she's doing wouldn't be very effective, but she's constantly flicking the jab out. Even when the jab's not landing, it's in Montana's face. And then when Montana is expecting a jab, boom, she gets hit with the calf kick, right? And especially that one calf kick she got hit with where it just stopped her in her tracks and made her kind of threw her off balance when she went for the overhand right. It kind of made her leaned forward and couldn't step in because her leg got uh, caught by a calf kick and it froze her up. So yeah, when she froze up, it was like, okay, she's not going anywhere. That overhand right's definitely not going to land. But Montana had some good attempts as far as letting her hands go, but nothing in there to really secure her around. So let me scrub through these ads and we can get back to it, man. Let me see. All right, where we gonna start at? Let's start 1354. 1354. We're gonna go right back in. Yeah, but yeah, styles make fights. Styles make fights. And yeah, I don't think that Grasso is the same. Of course, it's the same opponent that's going to be getting hit by jabs like this. But you never know. Like the thing is, my whole thing is not every single jab is going to land. Like right, it's about the jab opening up other attacks. So even if she doesn't land jabs as square like she did on Montana, her throwing the jab out still going to be a key to getting her attack, getting her attack going against Grasso, right? Because when she throws them out, whether they land or not, it's going to open up calf kicks or it's going to open up body kicks or it's going to open up right hands or takedowns. As long as she keeps it in the face of Grasso, that's my point. Okay, B just he got to run. He said catch the recap. Okay, well we going back in now. Last round, that little playback there. Good hard calf kicks. Montana missed overhand rights. Damn, that was a hard calf kick. Yeah, here we go. Last round, they touching gloves. Okay, Arujo putting that pressure on. Once again, feints, side to side movement. A lot of side to side movement. Some of it's too much excess movement because that's why she gasses out. Montana trying to throw jabs out, just a little too slow. Arujo pressuring in. Good right hand off the break for Montana. Hey, Montana already bleeding. Like they really gotta get their blood under control. Hard jab to the chin from Arujo. Hard calf kick from Arujo. He really sitting down on him now. Okay, body kick from Montana. Left hand upstairs. Arujo still doing a lot of feint here. Taking him. Ooh, hard left hook from Montana. Good body shots from Montana there. She pressures in. Pressures in. She working on the inside. This is what she should have been doing earlier. Is the bigger fighter. But she respects Arujo's strength. She won't stay in there too long. I think she knows Arujo is pretty strong. Like she's not really trying for takedowns here, even trying to put the pressure, even trying to wrestle Arujo. That's what's crazy. Good stiff jab from Montana there. Montana landed some shots here. Exchange jabs. Arujo still trying to walk her down. Now Montana get a little too confident here. She out here throwing hands to the side like she trying to throw out these little showboat feints. Vittori, he tweeted at the bottom, De La Rosa was tough. Is that what he tweeted? Let me go back for a second. I mean, he's not lying. I was just saying, I was just telling BJ that off cam, I'm telling him that. I was like, Montana's tough. I mean, she really got to take advantage of that throughout her career, though. start becoming more well-rounded here. Yeah, he says she's super tough. Yeah, she is. I mean, she take a beating, man. I mean, you don't want that to be what you're known for, but ooh, good stiff jab from Arujo. It's like a piston, man. It's a piston jab. Good inside right here from Montana. Montana throwing her hands up, getting confident. Front kick here. Yeah, she's doing all right this first couple minutes here. I ain't gonna lie. Like first couple minutes here, I'm gonna give to Montana. First couple minutes, I think she's landing the better shots here. Arujo kind of falling short here, kind of gassing out a little bit. Yeah, he said she's starting to feel herself. She is. She's trying to throw back the feints. Good stiff jab from Montana there. Okay, okay. That's what's crazy. Like good body shot from Arujo. Arujo's starting to slow down. You can see it in her, in just in her work rate here and in the legs, because she's staying in there long enough to get hit by Montana, which shows you that her timing is starting to it's a little thrown off here. Good stiff jab from Aru. Now she's starting to pick it back up. Ooh, hard jab. Snaps the head back of Montana. Now she's coming back. Good stiff jab by Aru. You could hear that one smack on her chin. Another hard jab. So when she land a couple of them things, open that nose up. Yeah, there's Arujo controlling them exchanges there. Another stiff jab. She stopped the low kick. That's Arujo's problem here. 2 minutes left. She stopped throwing the low kicks. That's why she's not getting it done. Another stiff jab by Arujo. These are more like straight left hands. They're more like power shots that she's throwing. Good body shot from Arujo, and then good leg kick from Montana. Arujo's got a 92% leg kick accuracy. But she got to start throwing more in this round. Montana is bleeding more. That girl is painted. Now she's starting to back off here. This is good overhand right by Arujo. This is where Arujo been taking over, landing the better straight left hands and overhand rights. All right, she's still sticking that jab out. Still sticking that jab out. Good stiff jab over. That was a good right hand, straight right hand by Montana here. 1 minute left. Another good stiff jab by Arujo. Tell you, man, you start bleeding like that, it definitely sways the judges. Okay, Arujo gets the cage here. Montana trying to go for the takedown, trying to go for that single leg. Now she's going for that takedown. She should have been doing this stuff. She was trying to strike with the striker, man. Montana trying to use that strength here. Viviane Araujo takedown defense is solid, though. She breaks, lands the right hand on the break. Now we got 25 seconds left. I still got Araujo winning this round. Ooh, good stiff jab from Araujo again, man. No more leg kicks from Araujo this round. That's kind of what gave Montana more confidence. Good little left on the inside from Araujo. 10 seconds left. Right hand over the top by Araujo. Another stiff right hand from Araujo. Montana definitely breathing now. But I mean, she definitely made it through. And that's the end of the fight. End of the fight, yo. So let me go ahead and pause it right there. We all know the decision. We all know the verdict. Araujo definitely won that fight. But all right, let me talk about the fight a little bit as far as what I saw here. I think Araujo definitely has an effective jab. I think it looks more effective in some fights than other fights. It definitely comes down to the opponent. But either way, like I said, it still needs to be utilized in every fight. And the way she utilized it against Montana, big, tall fighter that usually wants to wrestle or get you to the ground. I think it was utilized right in this fight. It definitely threw the slower opponent off. She had it in her face pretty much every single round. It was opening up, like I said, a lot of opportunities for big punches, overhand rights, body kicks, calf kicks constantly in the first couple rounds. I mean, Araujo's leg kick accuracy was 92%. That should tell you that it was effective. It was an effective jab. I think that third round, when she started to, I really won't say Araujo faded in this fight. She definitely started to slow down, though. She didn't really like fade like you've seen her in some of the other fights. She definitely like just took her foot off the gas and left the leg kicks alone. It started to make Montana come on a little bit stronger. But as soon as she started opening back up with that jab again, smacking Montana's face, it started turning them wheelies. She started getting what she wanted. So it all comes back to that jab, man. You got to get that jab going. You got to keep it going in the fight. So I still had the 30-27 BJ. I couldn't really give Montana that third round either. She had the momentum the first 2 minutes. Yeah, she definitely was doing well in the first 2 minutes. Whenever Arujo decided to, just abandon the leg kicks and stop throwing for the first couple minutes. But as soon as she picked it right back up, landed good jabs, opened up them right hands, and she just landed the better shots again. So ended the round strong. Yeah, but I will say Montana's tough, very, very tough. And that's gotta be that's gotta mean something, man. That's got to mean something. Like you don't have many girls in this division that uh, have that type of heart to keep pushing. She's definitely a 3-round fighter. I mean, she's tough and she's strong. So there's got to be somewhere where she can polish something up to get her into that top 15 at least. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be a team that she can get with that can bring the best out of her. And I say that because she's still young. We need some more young fighters in this division. Like I know we always count her out, but I mean, resume aside, resume aside, she could still reinvent herself. I think 26 years old, um, only let me see here, only two losses in the UFC, right? Only two losses in the UFC. She should be able to really learn off of that and just start tightening up on these weaknesses, man. Tightening up on her timing and just her footwork. Like she is kind of like Jillian Robertson when it comes to the striking. Like they're just not comfortable with it, but they really need to get to a point where they can just throw more fluid jabs and straight punches. Not just look kind of off balance and waiting for their opponent to lead. Like nobody says you have to be the best striker, but you have to get some type of basic fundamentals down where you can get comfortable in your feet at least, and you can lead the fight. You don't have to fight behind your opponent. Yeah, be just that made her a better fighter. Uh, better, I say more I say it definitely made her a little bit more confident. I think it definitely made her more confident, and it definitely showed that she was strong and she can fight. She can fight in spurts, but she's got to do more. She got to do more to win these rounds, man. So yeah, that's what I say about Montana. But when it comes to effective jab from Arujo, I think we got to give a little bit more credit here, man. I think we do got to give a little bit more credit because even when we look at it as far as what's going on in the flyweight division, you have to say that Arujo has been using her jab a little bit more effective in fights. Like, cause I'm gonna go back to yeah, I'm gonna pull this Grasso fight up here in a minute. I'm gonna pull up another live. I'm gonna close this one out and pull up another one because I gotta go take a break for a second, do something. But I'm gonna come right back on and do this Grasso versus Barber. Because like I said, I'm just kind of comparing who has the more effective jab. Or you know what? I might not do the Grasso Barber. I'm gonna do the Jin Kim. I want to keep it 125, because that's the division that Grasso's in right now. And this is kind of where we're going to kind of gauge her performances now because she's at a different weight. And this is kind of like the style she's going to be fighting at more so than her 115 style, right? So let me close this one out here in a second. Let me just go through the comments again. Okay, B just said not that fight made her a better fighter. TJ, what's going on? He said as long as her husband's her coach, she'll get what she's gotten. He said 100%. Yeah. It's like I just said, if you didn't come out, if you didn't hear me, I was like, she got to find a team that's going to bring the best out of her. You know what I mean? Like, that's no knock. I mean, that's just like, yo, that's just reality. I mean, you could be with somebody that you're comfortable with, but should you be with somebody you're comfortable with when it comes to bringing out the best? No, you got to have somebody you got to have somebody that's going to bring out something that you're not used to and get you get you to a point where you can, exceed the limits. Like you always fight with somebody that knows your limits and you always stop at your limits, then you ain't gonna really improve, right? You're not really gonna improve. You have to have somebody that's going to take you further. So yeah, that's where I'm kind of at with her. Like I said, I'm trying to give her a chance. 26 years old, only like yeah, two losses here. So there's room for her to grow, but time is clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. It's ticking for Arujo as well. She's already 35 years old. People don't understand. Like when you look at these fighters' age, sometime like you do have to factor it in every now and then, especially like when I factor the age in whenever you don't see improvements in a fighter. When I see a fighter improving and they're not taking punishment, then I'm like, okay, age is not really a big factor here. Only father time is what they got to worry about. Fighters like Valentina, they could fight on because they haven't taken as much punishment and they get better and better in every fight. But if you're a fighter that just kind of stays on a plateau and you just age and age, you get older, but you're not getting any better, the clock is ticking for you as well. Your clock is ticking for you as well. Like for Viviane Araujo at 35, I think she needs to start working on her cardio to the point where she can become a 5-round fighter, because right now she's not a fighter that's going to be able to go the distance against a champion, right? And that's something you're going to need. She just said, but she's not going to another team is my point. She's going to keep working and just be a journeywoman. Yeah, I think we all know that, but we're talking about what she needs to do, right? Yeah, I think we all pretty much know that she's not going to another team, but I'm saying like what I'm seeing out of this fight, you got a fighter that is a 3-round fighter, possibly a 5-round fighter. You know what I mean? Like you have that toughness. It's like, well, let's see, you tough and you strong. You got to be out there. You got to be beyond the comfort zone now, right? Because we already know that. We already know that she's kind of set in that point. But I'm like, if y'all gonna ask me, sometimes you ask, okay, why you not talk, why you feel like Montana's not gonna be that one? I'm like, oh, well, because she ain't stepping out of that team. But that's what she needs to do to get better. She got to be out of that team somewhere that can bring the best out of her. At the same time, make her work on her weaknesses, whether she likes it or not, right? And what's crazy is like she's too to me with the strengths that she has, there's no reason that she should be a journeywoman or she should even be turning into that right now, right? Like you would think somebody like Roxanne would be at this point, just off a resume. But for Montana, you'd say, okay, this girl young, she's big, she's strong, she should be in the top 15. She should be in there by now. And especially with just 2 losses, you say, dang, how is she a journeywoman? Well, you see in those performances, right? But yeah, I'm gonna close this one out here. I'm gonna pull up Grasso's Jin Yoon Kim fight, and we're gonna look at her jab next. Brian Williams said, yeah, you can't elevate your game in safety and comfort. No, sir, man, you can't. You just can't. You just can't. But yeah, this was a good example, like I said, of Arujo's jab in this fight. Like I said, of course, I don't think it's going to be utilized the exact same way in a Grasso fight, but the fact that she does use it is key. She's used it in other fights too, but I just wanted to show y'all how hard and how strong it is and how fast it can be and how effective it can be when she does pump it out there. And she never neglects it. So, shout out to Arujo for keeping that jab going. Too many fighters ignore that thing, man. They're like, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. Usually the fighters that ignore it, they be on that losing team. So y'all know what I'm talking about. But let me close this out. Give me about 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna pull up this Grasso and Jin Yoon Kim fight. Let me make sure it's up here and make sure it's working first, because ESPN Plus be tripping for a lot of people. Let me make sure. Let me make sure we got it up here. Let's see. Let me make sure it's up here first, and then I'll let you know if I can do the fight. Let me see. Grasso. Let me see. Which fight should I do? Let me know. Should I do Barber versus Grasso, or should I do Jin Yoon Kim versus Grasso? Let me see. I got Sparza Grasso up here. Don't really want to do that fight. I'm gonna just stick to flyweight fights. Which one should I do? I don't really watch the Jin Yoon Kim. I think we always seen the Barber fight. I'm gonna do the Jin Yoon Kim fight next. All right, so let me jump off of here. I'll be back in like 10 minutes, y'all. So make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. And yeah, if you missed it, just go back and watch the replay. I'll be right back. I am out for now. Peace.